Okay, so fuck. All right. So I got to run a 16 to get Searing Exarch. So this is a quest here, and then obviously Maven's here, and then Uber Elder is this one right here, the Elder in the Shaper's Room. So in order to do that, I need to run a tier 16. So I got to go to my maps, and then obviously tier 1 all the way through 16. So I've completed this one already. So like, and so the way you can tell is the thin line means that I've ran the map, but I don't have an atlas point for it. The dark line means that I've ran the map and I have an atlas point for it. And then no line at all means I've never ran it and I don't have an atlas point for it. So this is my atlas right here. I know it's visually overwhelming. All of these travel nodes are just map drops. All of these travel nodes are scarab drops. And then up here is map effect. And so, like, I've gone into Delve. I don't do Delve. I just wanted to spawn on my map. But as you click it, you can see, excuse me, all of the Delve nodes right here. So if you want strong boxes, you can see them all light up here. So these are all the strong box nodes. You want essences, here's all the essence nodes. And then obviously if you wanted to search for something, you can see it kind of like flashing here. It's harder to see when you kind of zoom out more. So there's multiple ways to search like what you want to actually run. My second tree will probably be Blight. I haven't really like figured out how I'm going to build it yet. My third tree, I don't know what it's going to be. I have no idea. Right now it's all about destructive play. When Maven witnesses a map, it spawns more bosses. But right now I'm just trying to get this 16 witnessed, so it drops a thing. So here's my 3 options, and this is there all the time. Once you run a tier 6 map, Maven opens up, and then somewhere around like tier 8 or tier 9, then Searing Exarch opens up, and somewhere around like 10, 11, Eater shows up. You saw me kill Eater last night, so now I'm going to run the Searing Exarch and unlock this. I was just working on my Maven before this, trying to stall in case you decided that you wanted to watch it tonight. And I'm going to make this video basically for you, and then I'll end it after this. And so I can still have all my stuff after. So these are the kind of the altars I was talking about. So you can see all damage can scorch, 33% chance to be scorched when you're hit, but it gives you rarity. This one gives a map boss consecrated ground that makes them heal. That's awful. Like, I do not have the damage to deal with that yet. So I'm going to go ahead and skip that. Oh, and I forgot I did turn on sound on this, so I should probably turn on some sound here. Part of the reason I turned it off for this build is everything's loud. My dude does war cries, so he's constantly shouting. And there's constant explosions with all my stuff. This right here is Blight. Blight's one of the few mechanics that I always do because it drops a lot of bubblegum currency and stuff. And then this is the entirety of the league mechanic right here, is these mercenaries. So I don't have any right now, but you can see I can hire this guy that would give me wrath. It would give me him as a mercenary, and then or I could steal his loot. I can take any of these items. So that's why I was saying like rings and stuff weren't very good to craft. Or I can take all of his stuff. I'm not gonna do anything yet because I want this blight to end first. And so I'm not really putting a lot of like investment into this, as you can tell, because I don't know where these. So only 3 are spawned right now, which are these 3. This 4 just started spawning monsters. Here's 5. But okay, so here's 6. So now I can start actually building towers and stuff. And so this tower right here stuns it. This tower makes everything around it stronger, and then this spawns these little drone things, and then those things wreck. Like they do so much damage, it's not even funny. And so I'm gonna just keep building, and then basically at the end I collect my free loot. Every now and then you get these little circles. These are proximity bubbles. So it's stunned here, but it has to be inside of it to deal damage, to take damage. So that's why I had to like go and stand inside of it real quick, so it would actually take damage and die. Yeah, mercenaries mess me up. I don't really do very well against them. And there's a fairly good chance I'll die on it, and if I do, no big deal. But now I can just rush the boss. Oh, I thought he'd be in there. Guess not. Not that one either. Okay. Oh, there he is. And then bam, he's dead. And so now I just got my incandescent invitation. This is the invitation for the boss. So now I can go try to kill the boss. And so right now I'm going to do something that like you normally would never do, but I am actually going to take all of my flasks and I'm just going to set all of my flasks to life flasks because why not? So now I can go right here, toss this in, and now none of these are logged in anymore because this is a boss. This is one of the few bosses that Maven will not witness. She does not care about this boss at all. And now I get to go in. So he does that little dodge thing. So this, oh, I actually need a mana. I'm going to die. So now he is spawning all this crap around. I got to run around. He does his dodge. This, you have to jump around the floor. And this is basically the fight. Like, I have a good bit of health, and I am... Ooh. So this, yeah, and he explodes. I have 81 fire res, so, like, the fire damage that does hit me doesn't just one-tap me. So, again, you dodge that fire. You dodge him. Oof. And so, bam, I died. And she's about ready to go into a ball phase, which means I'm probably going to die a second time unless I just do it properly. So, I'm going to try. Okay, so here's ball phase. And so you can see... So right now it's a lot easier because there's not as many. So like first ball phase, not as bad. 8-1. And that was it. So that was first ball phase. They get faster, and then there's more of them after a while. Like there's more waves. And then again, ball phase, and you can see all these dead zones are still here. So Frostblink 1, move down, 8 a ball. And then I die. So it's kind of what I expect to happen. And now I can cheese it by just coming in and not moving. So it looks like ball phase is over. We're just double checking to make sure no random balls come, and cool. You never want to stand under it, or it will auto attack you. And, why take a bunch of free damage if you don't need to? And I don't have what's called Culling Strike, so that does make it a little bit harder. So Culling Strike is basically a one-shot once it gets down to a certain level. I think by default it's like 10. So I can just stay right here. Or I can just die because I'm dumb. And then, again, I died, so I can sit here. The ball phase keeps going. Oh, I should have got Culling Strike. Whoops. If I die again, I'll do it. And so, yeah, this is cheesing it. A lot of people will just log out as soon as it gets the ball phase. So if I had Culling Strike, the fight would already be over. Because it one-shots once they drop under 10% health, which they're like 3% now. And bam, there you go. And so that was my second Void Stone. And so like right now you can see kind of how I told you before, if you don't have a Void Stone in, so like Alleyways is tier 1, I drop a Void Stone in, and now Alleyways upgrades to 4. I dropped this other one in that I got yesterday, and now it's an 8. So the game also, so this is like the atlas. This is all of the maps right here, and then you can kind of see like the big ones are the ones I've done. The ones down here, I've never ran a Phantasmagoria. So like that's why these are kind of empty. And then these are favorites. So for every favorite you put onto a map, when a map drops, it's 10% more likely to be that map. So I really like the city square map because the city square map is basically a square. So imagine like this is it. So this right here is basically the pathway all around this box. And then there's like a line straight through the middle. And then this portion is open. And the boss is always right dead center of the square. So super easy, super straightforward. You run around circle, kill everything, go to the middle, kill a boss. Super straightforward. And then get my thing. And then you can see here, Dawnbreaker, really good shield. Physical damage taken as fire. It helps you mitigate like phys damage by shifting it from off of physical to something else. It's crazy strong. It's an extremely good defensive layer. But yeah, that's it. That's second Voidstone. So I'm gonna end this, send you the video. I think you responded to me while I was doing this, so who knows what you said, but